Foundation Computing, presented by Muhammad Ali, OTHM ID 2203282178, Unit Number D6173716. Internal components of a central processing unit. 1. Control unit. 2. Arithmetic logic unit. 3. Registers. 4. Cache. 5. Internal buses. 6. Clock. The functions of a CPU. 1. Fetch. 2. Decode. 3. Execute. 4. Store. How computer hardware components work together. A series of interconnected moving pieces is used to carry out a certain task. The motherboard, power, connections, and data links are the parts of the system that connect the CPU to the rest of the equipment. Everything is integrated on the motherboard. The motherboard's components are what make everything work. When a program is opened, it is stored on the hard drive or SSD and is built into the RAM through the motherboard. From there, the components are routed through the motherboard to the CPU for processing. Different types of storage, media, and their purpose. Random access memory, hard disk, optical disk, USB flash drive. How data is presented in computer systems. It refers to the organizational framework through which data is stored, processed, and transported. All electrical gadgets store data in a digital format that circuits can process. Unicode makes use of 16 bytes and generates codes for around 65,000 characters, which is advantageous for representing the alphabets of many languages. How encryption can be used to represent data. Encryption is the process of everything encrypting, scrambling, or jumbling data in such a way that unauthorized users cannot access it. Only individuals who possess the decryption key are able to read the data. A Cassier cipher is one way to decode text. Each letter is displaced to the left by a specified number of positions, rendering the data illegible without a decryption key. While the Cassier cipher is easy to penetrate, there is more secure contemporary encryption. How images and sounds are represented in a computer systems. Similarly, images are converted to binary and in order for a computer to process them and display them on the screen. Pixels are the building blocks of digital image. On the other hand, sound is converted to binary before it can be processed by PCS. To do this, the sound is collected, often using an amplifier, and then converted to digital stream. How compression can aid the storage of data, image, or sounds. It is critical for a computer to have additional processing power and storage capacity. To get the most out of both, it may indicate that we need to reduce the file size of text, image, and sound data in order to transport it more quickly and therefore consume less additional space. Compression assists in resolving the issue of huge files and limited storage space. Data compression enables the structure of data to transformed, encoded, or translated in order to utilize less disk space. Image compression reduces the size of a graphics file in bytes without sacrificing the image quality. The smaller the file size, the more photographs may be kept in a given amount of space. Compression of audio reduces the dynamic range, or the difference between the most powerful and mildest recording. Purpose of a logic gate. A logic gate is the fundamental building block of an electrical circuit since it is known to act in particular way. It makes use of a Boolean function which performs a logical operation on one or more binary inputs and returns a single binary output. There are three types of logic gates: AND, or NOT. There are purpose of different types of computer network. Logical area network, LAN. Wide area network, WAN. Peer-to-peer, P2P. Client server. Hardware, software, and transmission media used in computer networks. Network gear is necessary to link computers. Different pieces of networking equipment perform different tasks. For example, a router connects numerous networks together, while hubs, bridges, and switches enable many devices to connect to the router and send data to all devices on the network. Network software enables computers to share information or allows people to share software packages. For example, in a client-server network, a portion of the software is stored on the server and a portion on the client PC. A transmission medium is a medium that facilitates the transfer of data from sender to recipient. Transmission mediums are classified into two distinct categories, namely guided and unguided. Range of World Wide Web technologies. 1. Hypertext Markup Language HTML. 2. Uniform Resource Locator URL. 3. Hypertext Transfer Protocol HTTP. Purpose of different types of computer network. to policy. Topology: mesh topology, star topology, bus topology, ring topology, hybrid topology. Thank you.